Hi, my name is Garrett Kuhn. This is with Sign in Hand. It's estimated that there are over 500,000 homeless people here in the United States. Nearly 85,000 who are chronically homeless. Now these are people who live amongst us in our communities. These are our neighbors. But so rarely do we ever actually interact with them. Well, today we will. This is going to be raw, unedited, real footage of people sharing their stories about living with Sign in Hand. Thank you for joining us on With Sign in Hand here on the ASY network. Today, we want you to meet Larry.
Well, it is the story. 15-minute interview. Drop you right back off.
Meal and $20.
I can do that for you, yes.
How long would it take?
About a half an hour. You just got to stop and get some food and do the 15-minute interview, and we'll drop you right back off.
Sure.
All righty?
Okay.
So, where are you from originally?
Originally from Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma. How long have you been out in Colorado?
I've been here in Colorado off and on for, I don't know, let's say about 15 years.
About 15 years?
Yeah, but that's off and on. I've hitchhiked and all kinds. You know, I rode a freight train once
Yeah?
in North Dakota.
So how long have you been on the road, panhandling?
This panhandling I've been doing for at least 3 years. I used to make my living, I've worked hard all my life, but I've had some bad luck. I used to pick up cans,
Yeah.
aluminum cans, just to live, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I get further by holding my sign. And,
Yeah. You get further by holding your sign than you do picking up cans?
uh-huh.
What industry were you ever in? Did you ever have a career or anything like that?
Well, I worked in Enid, Oklahoma. I worked for the trash department.
Mm-hmm.
I drove the sanitation department.
Mm-hmm.
I drove a trash truck, and then I worked behind the trash truck, say about 15 years. And I've also done work in the oil fields, and I've laid cement for like the Raleigh bicycle plant back in Enid, Oklahoma, which is closed down now. But you know, I've done cement work, and you know, I've worked through the labor companies. But the steady work, I work for an Elton construction company, and they're not around anymore, laying cement. You know, so that's some of the work I've done.
So you said it's been about 3 years since you've had a regular job, or has it been longer?
Yeah, it's been about four years.
4 years? What originally brought you out to Colorado?
Because I like the mountains.
Love the mountains?
Yeah. And Colorado Springs is a good city to live in.
It is. Seems like it'd be pretty harsh, though. I mean, as a place to camp, especially when it gets towards winter.
Well, yeah, right now I'm having a hard time, but, you know, they camp around Fountain Creek, and if the cops don't want you there, they'll run you out. But right now I've got a little pup tent I'm living in, and this winter's been a little rough on me this time. It's hard to get in and out of that tent.
Yeah.
But today we're getting a nice day, so it's getting better.
I'm going to be thankful for the nice days.
Right.
I'm curious, you said that you had had some bad luck. What kind of bad luck are you talking about?
Oh, it's just, you know, I can't hold a job all the time. You know, I work for the labor companies here, but, you know, you can't pay your rent through the labor companies or things like that, man. Rent's too high. And I don't like to bring a son, you know, right now I left him and his wife so that they could be by themselves. And so I'm living out on the street, and, you know, I'm used to it. So.
Do they live here in Colorado Springs as well?
My son does, the one where I'll give you that address.
Okay.
He lives there.
How many kids do you have?
Oh, let me see. I got Sabrina. I got one girl. I got one boy. And then I got one stepson. And, yeah, they got grandkids. And my stepson's got 3 granddaughters, or three daughters and one boy. And my son, he's got 2 boys, and then let's see. Yes, that's all.
The first time that you went out and the first time that you actually had to go and move out of your house and start camping on the streets, what was it? Just not being able to pay your bills, or, I mean, what was it that made you finally make that decision to make that step?
Yeah, not being able to pay my bills. And, you know, I just couldn't get a job here long enough to keep surviving in an apartment. So I was living with my son, and I applied for Social Security early. And so, like I say, I lost my wallet, and I got to go through everything again to try to get my benefits back.
Yeah.
And I had $150 in my wallet at the time that I lost it.
How long ago did you lose your wallet?
It's been at least 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
How exactly did you end up losing it?
It was an icy day. My fingers was frozen. I got these coveralls on with these 2 pockets. And that one side will hold your change, and the other, it'll fall right down the side of your leg. So it was nighttime, and I was cold. And I was trying to watch my wallet all day, but I felt sure that I had it with me, but I got back to my campground, and there it was gone. Excuse me.
No, obviously it's a pretty gorgeous day today. I'm lucky enjoying this weather, but it's been pretty nasty. What do you do on really harsh days like we've been having? Um, are you still out there on the corner with your sign?
It depends how cold it is,
No.
you know. Not always, no. I've been out there with the snow blowing on me and all,
Mm-hmm.
just trying to survive,
Yeah.
get by.
What do you think that the average person thinks when they're driving by and they see you standing there with your sign?
That I don't. I've got no idea. People's told me that they wouldn't hold a sign, but a man has got to live. And so I just kind of X'd all them feelings out. And if they want to give to me, I'm very grateful. And if they don't, well, you know, I'm just holding the sign. I'm not begging them. And so it's up to them.
Could you actually show us your sign?
Sure.
Just curious. Down and out, anything helps. Simple. I'm guessing it's not the first sign that you've had.
No, not the first.
Have you found that different signs have more effect on people than others?
Well, one lady, I had a sign, I lost it too. It said, I don't like to write a whole lot on there because people go by in the cars and the police, that may be why, it distracts people.
Okay.
But I had a sign on there, down and out, willing to work.
Mm-hmm.
Anything helps. And, one time I had another sign said survival. Anything helps. And one guy, one time, I was holding a sign on the other side of the city over here.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls up and he says, I'll let you work for me. And he says, I got about 4 days work.
Mm-hmm.
And are you willing to go? And I said, yes, I am. And so I worked for him for 4 days, and each night he paid me $100.
Mm-hmm. What kind of work was that?
That was, he owned some horses and stuff.
Okay.
But what my job was, he had some woods there, and there was a bunch of leaves and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to rake all that out,
Right.
and, put it on a truck, and, they had to haul that away. He cleaned the woods out.
Okay.
He said he is originally from California, and they just moved out there. So he hired me for that.
Now you mentioned that at least here in Colorado Springs, you can get a ticket for they call it panhandling.
Yeah.
Have you experienced that before? Have you been cited?
Yeah, I've had to pay at least 3 tickets.
How much are those tickets?
They're about $160.
$160 per ticket
Yeah,
for standing on a corner asking for help.
yeah, holding that sign like that.
Obviously, it would depend day to day, person to person, but how long does it usually take you to make that much money?
How much money?
$150 to pay a ticket.
Then I didn't have to. I was holding a sign until I got, I'd used my money up on my Social Security, and I was holding my benefit card. So I was holding that until I get paid on the first every day, every month. I was holding it at that time just to keep on going until my benefits come back in.
Okay. I'm young and lucky. I haven't had to think about Social Security benefits. How much is the benefit, Chuck, if you don't mind me asking?
No, I don't. They moved it up. It's about $730.
Okay. On the first of every month.
Uh-huh. And I still had $150 in my wallet when I lost it, and my benefits card, and I still had $150 in the bank.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm trying to get it back, and I'm stumped because being I don't have my card, when I call on the telephone, you got to talk to a machine,
Yeah.
Well, they wanted the number on my card, and I couldn't give it to them because I lost my card. So I've been postponing this for the rest of this week. But next week I got to get back out to Social Security and see what they can do about it. When I was out there last time, they told me all we can do is give you the number to, to call. It's a debit card. To call debit. So I tried calling debit, and I was doing everything that the machine wanted. Then I was supposed to read off a 10-digit number on my card, which I couldn't possibly do. I just had to hang it up. So if I'm, if I can't get that debit card back, all that money's going on that card, and I could be living good now. I wouldn't even have to be holding a sign right now if I had my debit card. But,
So
go ahead.
it's as simple as losing your wallet, losing your Social Security card, and you're not able to get access to that money that is guaranteed to you. Are you able to get money out of your bank without any? I'm assuming you don't have a proof of ID or anything like that, do you?
No, I don't. I lost all my proof of ID and everything. And I don't have a bank. I just go by through the debit.
Okay.
And that's why I'm out here, I guess.
Yeah.
My life goes up and down, it seems like. Good luck, bad luck.
Let's talk about good luck a little bit more. I mean, what's your goal for right now?
Oh,
You said you could be living the good life. What is the good life for you?
well, having the money that's the good life. I don't mind the camping out. The winter's rough, but I enjoy it. Another trouble I have is with the camping out, it's hard to get a shower. They got one place here, ESM, and you go in there and there's a lot of people out on the streets. So you're there all day waiting to get a shower, and you got about 15 minutes to get a shower. So I take a shower. I like to spend I'm probably in there for 45 minutes.
I like to relax in the shower as well.
Right.
Sing a tune or two.
Yeah, get your hair shampooed right and everything. By that, 15 minutes ain't long enough.
Sure. Now, obviously, it's not just the natural elements that you're dealing with when you're out camping. Have you had to face any dangers from other people out camping, other homeless people?
Yeah, one time, this one guy, he just moved in my camp. And, he was a pretty tough guy. And, well, I'm staying here whether you want me to or not. And he up and hit me in both my eyes. But I didn't argue with him after that. We got along fine, except for that. After that, I didn't give him any more trouble. He didn't give me no more trouble. I was just stuck with him. I didn't really like him after what he'd done to me.
Sure. How many times did you say that you've been cited by the police?
I figure at least 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah, my last ticket, I got cited. I had to pay $160. Plus I had to pay, I believe it was $200 or something. I'm not sure. I ain't got the best memory anymore, but I had to pay $200 extra because when I saw the policeman, I just let my sign drop on the sidewalk. And then he cited me for littering, along with having to pay for the...
Wow. So $200 littering citation, $160 panhandling citation. That's half your Social Security check.
I know.
It's half your monthly income.
And then if I rent a motel, motels are high priced. And I can rent a motel room, I got a full month there on my card. I can rent for about 2 weeks. And the other 2 weeks I'm out here camping out. So it's easier if you want to save money. That's it. It depends how much you want to save money. to just go ahead and live outside.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way I look at it.
Curious whether you ever see people who are driving by who get angry with you for doing what you're doing.
Oh, not very many people do. There's been a couple of them shoot me the finger, and you know, they'll yell, "Go to work." You know, well, you can't go to work if you know.
It's hard to get a job if you don't have any proof of identification or anything like that.
Yeah, but I don't yell back at them.
Yeah.
You know, I try to respect people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about, I haven't had much trouble with it. People actually like to give to you, you know. A couple of dollars to help you out, yeah, they like to help somebody out, you know.
So on the whole, it seems that most people tend to care.
Yeah, because I'm not walking up begging them for money. People get irritated at you if you do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just holding a sign, if it's in their heart, God will say, yeah, give him a couple of dollars, man, help him out. You know?
What do you think that the biggest thing that we could do to help would be?
Just for right now, just my Social Security thing is the big thing. If I could get my benefits out, I could take care of myself.
Yeah.
So that's about the only thing that you could do to help me.
Okay. Do your kids know where you are?
My son, he lives over on the other side of town. Him and Crystal moved back to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had an argument. And then she took my little granddaughter, who's only 2 years old. I forgot, I didn't mention her. She's just been born lately. But, you know, they had their argument, and I'd left because Crystal said that, well, I didn't abuse my grandson Dakota. He's 7 years old, he's in the 2nd grade. I give him a spanking on the rear end. You know, I was raised, my father, if I needed a paddling, he'd give it to me.
Mine too.
Yeah. But Dakota, he turns around and he hits me on the leg. And I wasn't mad at him, but I pushed him back and he fell on the bed. And then he goes telling his mother that I had beat him up. She had went back to Florida just visiting and come back. He said that told her that I'd beat him up. Well, I didn't. There wasn't a scratch on him. He just needed a paddling because he wasn't minding. And then he fought me back, and he's 7 years old, and he's a rambunctious boy. And you know, I remember I used to try to fight my dad back a few times.
Me too.
Yeah.
I remember that age. How long ago was that? How long ago was the fight?
Oh, let me see. Oh, it's been at least 5 months, maybe. Excuse me.
Have you seen your son since? I mean, how often do you normally see him?
Well, my son wasn't working at the time, and I was helping him out with benefits. And, you know, he's got him a job. He works almost 7 days a week. He's lately got him a job.
Good.
And he's got him a job with a furniture moving company. So in order to quit getting in spats with him, because he's quick-tempered himself, I just go ahead and camp over on this side of town. Mm-hmm. And I leave him alone. Mm-hmm. Just I live my own life. I check in on him, but I don't know when he's working and when he's not.
Well, Larry, we said we were only going to take about 15-20 minutes of your time. We're about there. Mm-hmm. I want to thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us today and share your story. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us, with our audience?
No.
Before we let you finish enjoying your burger.
No, I can't think of nothing.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time today. And we're going to go ahead and get a GoFund account set up in order to try to help you. If any of our audience feel moved and touched by your story, we'll be able to reach out and get in touch with you through the address that you left us.
Okay.
And just once again, thank you very much for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, God bless me. Helped me today. Yeah.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.
Sure.
If any of the stories that we've shared with you today have moved you in any way, please go to the website address at the bottom of this screen. Whether it's a contribution of $5 or $500, everything helps. And of course, there's no pressure, but your contribution can make a dramatic difference in somebody's life today. How old are you, Larry?
I'm 60 years old.